So looks like SEBI has started investigating the books of Quant Mutual Fund on the allegations of front running. Now you must be wondering, what is this front running? Let me share a simple example. Let's say you have a very influential friend in the fund management industry, and he gives you a tip of saying, boss, I am going to buy a big stock in a large quantity, and this is the stock's name. Why don't you buy before me, right? So what you would end up doing is, before the buying order comes and hits the market and the share price of that particular company shoots up, you go and buy and benefit out of the share prices going up significantly. This is normal, right? In a normal course of time, you think, okay, my friend told me, so what's wrong? Now, the issue is, if this is done by a fund manager himself or a dealer who's going to place the order, which is not allowed, which is illegal as per SEBI norms, that is called front running. In simple terms, buying a share before a large order and a tip off before a large order is given to you is illegal, and that is called front running. Now, looks like Quant Mutual Funds, few of the employees, few of the dealers, few of the fund managers, for all you know, we don't know, are involved in front running of few small cap funds. Just to give you a quick brief on Quant Mutual Fund, the fund house moved from a size of 100 crores in 2019, if I'm not wrong, to about 94,000 crores, and a lot of its money has been coming in the recent 2 years or so because of its stupendous performance in the recent days, right? So of course there's a large set of money, and this is not a question about their process. This is a question about the ethics of the employees that are involved with Quant Mutual Fund. Now, let me tell you what can happen going forward. First, this is not the first time we have heard of front running. Axis Mutual Fund went through this huge front running issue, I think around 21-22, where one of its fund managers and a couple of its dealers were involved in buying shares before the large transaction, and this led to a huge crisis in Axis Mutual Fund, where the CEO was asked to move out, the fund management completely changed. This was followed on with 2 years of underperformance and stuff like that, because you would start focusing on survival than generating higher return, because the focus always obviously shifts. So this is what I also expect at Quant Mutual Fund. I don't know whether they're involved or not, but this will definitely take away their focus from being involved in active management, because they're all busy giving off information to SEBI, running around, doing a lot of meetings to figure out what went wrong and stuff like that. So there's no way an allegation that they are doing it, but this is in response to the SEBI order on Quant Mutual Fund's front running issue. Now, how does it impact you as an investor? In my belief, that they have very huge funds, and especially those huge funds actually end up buying large cap companies. This will have zero or very negligible impact, because they're not so big that they will move the market, okay? But then they could also well be buying few small cap and medium sized companies which are not a part of other mutual funds portfolio. Now, if there is a redemption that will hit, if there is a lot of redemption that happens with Quant Mutual Fund because of this news, you can be pretty much sure that those small and mid-sized companies which are liquidity starved, because they are the only ones, because Quant was the only one buying it, will definitely hit it, and this will impact the NAV for sure. So if you're an investor in, let's say, Quant Flexi Cap Fund or some funds which invest heavily in large caps, I don't think there's a reason to worry, because they don't move the market. Now, what will I do? I am not too concerned, to be honest, because I don't have money in Quant small cap funds and all this stuff. We do have some money, very little money in Quant Flexi Cap Fund. Now, I am going to, in spite of the fact that not being very worried, I'm going to remove my money. Why? This is a case of ethics. this is a case of morality. And when it comes to money management, if the trust is lost, everything else is lost. Even if you're the best fund manager in the world, it doesn't matter. I will stop investing and in fact withdraw my money from these mutual funds for sure. And I think you should also do it. You can do it tomorrow, you can do it after a week, you can do it after a month, no worries. But you should take a call of withdrawing out of it. Not because the fund house or the fund performance will be bad. No. Probably because the focus will shift, the trust issues will be there, it'll take time to rebuild it, and of course after 2 years we will stop forgetting all this. Stop remembering all this. So that is my larger take. Now, what will or how has Quant reacted to it? Quant has said, we will support SEBI with any evidences, with all the set of requirements that they have. So it looks like a very normal, generic response. I don't think they've come out in support of the dealers who are involved, the fund managers who are involved, if at all. So it doesn't look like a strong response, supportive response. It just looks like a regular response that we all generally tend to hear at the first level of communication. So net, my view is it's not going to impact your portfolio in many ways, but I'm going to stop and redeem investment because I'm not comfortable with a fund house that is not run ethically. And third, and the most important thing is, it is not a conclusion, so it may not really impact the fund performance too, right? I hope I answered all the questions. If you have any more, let me know. I will answer those too. Thank you.